Hello everybody, welcome to this wonderful reading. I'm Joy House, welcome. In this reading that while you're hearing some background noise in the background, I'm at a cafe shop, okay? But the point being is that in this reading, that this is going to be for August the 19th to the 24th of August of 2024. This is a reading that I'm going to provide what's going on between this reading, and this is going to be a Virgo reading. So I'll read a Virgo and let's see what's going on, because this is what it seems to be. And understand that this is just how it goes, but this is the way it seems to be. This is the way it kind of is, and this is how it goes. So let me read you this. First square moon in Virgo. Assess the situation. That's all you can do at the moment, because this is what it seems to be. And knowing that this is just how a general reading is, this is what it is. I'm going to show you what the oracle cards are. And it says perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. That's perseverance. That's what, because you want to be perseverant. And the next card is courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Yeah, because you're gonna have courage. So this is what it seems to be for you, because that's how it is. Sorry about my cough, but this is what it seems to be, and this is how it kind of goes. But let's get started with this reading. So in this reading, that I'm going to say is that we have the Queen of Air, independent, experienced, realistic, witty, objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the human in the situation. Yeah, because that's how it seems to be. Because you could be dealing with another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So that's how it seems to be in that one. And another one, you have the Six of Air. Things are looking up, the end of the difficult situation, taking a trip. That's all you can do. It's the way of knowing what to do. It's we have to succeed with caution. Understand how everything is, because you have to think about how things are and how you can do it. So, it's the way of seeing it in a situation and understand that this is how it is. I'm going to clarify the Queen of Air for you first, then I'm going to clarify the Six of Air. So, this is just a wonderful reading, but these are already shuffled. So let's see. The Five of Wands is yours because there's no chaos, not right now at the moment. The Ten of Wands reversed, yeah, because you're not feeling like there's any burdens, not right now. And you have the Eight of Wands reversed because you're not traveling. No, you're not. But in a way of trying to remember that it's the way of knowing about your strengths, your weaknesses, your abilities, to know from how everything is. Because everything is like a challenge, and you have to set aside of how things are. Knowing that this is the ability to learn, but you have to know your ways to believe about that. Believe about how everything is in one way or another. Everything can turn out, but it's the way of how everything is. It's the way of proceeding with caution, and you have to understand that. Because let me say something. So I'm going to see, let's see what's going on here. So I'm going to clarify this. I'm going to clarify this. So let's see. So let's see. The Seven of Wands is upright, yeah. So you could be dealing with another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, right? So you could be having that situation. Another one is the Knight of Wands reversed. Interesting. This is the way I'm trying to clarify, and the ability to understand this. I'm going to clarify that situation, to know about that. It's the way of trying to look at it from a different way, and you have to provide how things are. It's the way of knowing what to do, but you have to face your abilities to know that. You know, it's the way of how it goes, because in one way or another, everything is kind of, switched, and it's the way of knowing what to do. So you can understand this because it's the way of how it turns out, Virgo, these things are happening all at once, but it's the way of knowing what to do. Right, because I'm going to clarify. Clarify here, I'm going to clarify here. Let's see. Wheel of Fortune reverse because you're having bad luck. That's a shame for you, Virgo, because you need to understand about how it goes. This is way how it is, but this is the way it seems. And the Tower is upright because you have basically transformation. Everything is like, everything is not good at the way it is, because you need to face your own dialogue. You have to face your own fears. Maybe you're going to do them. Maybe you're going to pay attention. It's the way of knowing what to do, because you're trying to believe about how things are. Because you need to look at this and say, well, am I doing it right? And things can be a little bit more, I'm not going to say more dramatic, but in the way of how it goes. See? The Five of Wands is upright. Yeah, because you're going to have chaos. Right? Because in that ability, you have chaos that's happening. And Nine of Pentacles is upright because you could be dealing with money. Maybe you are trying to figure out about what's going on. So I understand the process. I understand about how it is, because you need to think things out clearly. You need to put yourself into perspective. It's the way of how you can see it in its own point of view, because you have to look at it from a different way. So let's see. The Queen of Pentacles is really good because there's no stability. Obviously, that's the deal about it, because that's how it seems to be. Deal or no deal. That's how it seems to be. But the Four of Wands is upright because there's celebration. Yeah, because you're celebrating about something. But in a way about it, it's the way of you're trying to let go of things. Maybe you're going to try about, be all good, but you think to yourself, well, what's the point? What's the point? I'm not going to do it. It's the way of, asking shall you receive, something like that. And, you have to do that. Let's see. The Temperance reverse because you're not healing. Honestly, you're not, because there's something that was happening in that situation, and it's the way of how you can do it, as long as it needs to. Let's see. The Emperor is upright, yeah, because you could be having structure. Maybe you're going to have structure. Maybe you ask for something that you're going to do in one way or another. Everything can be a split second. Everything can be all, how everything is. This is the ability to understand about how things are. You have to understand that when things are going that way, you have to put that into perspective. So let's see. They want to reverse because there's no speed. No, because you're having slow speed, so you're gonna have that. And it says a couple of words good because there's no past. No, right? Because you're not gonna stuck in the past. You're gonna keep going as what it needs to. Everything is the ability to know, but this is the way it seems to be. Know your rights. So I can understand that. Yes, I can see that. So let's see. The Hangman is upright, yeah, because you have restrictions. Honestly, you do, because that's what it seems to be. You have to know that. And the Two of Swords is upright because you don't know which direction you're going to take, left or right. So you have to be who you are, to know about what's going on. You have to understand about how things are and knowing what to do. This is the way of how it is. So I want to see what's the middle here in this situation, because I want to clarify. I really want to clarify, and it's the ability to know that, to clarify. So let's see what the middle says. The strength reversed, yeah, because you don't have any strength. No, because you're losing that confidence. You're not going to have strength if you keep this up, because you need to understand about how things are, and you have to do that. It's the way of society of know what's going on. It's the way of do what you can to order to do that, because this is the way it goes, right? And when you think about it, you think to yourself, well, am I doing this right? And this is how it is. You have to know what's going on, because you have to understand about how it is. Because look at this. Does it make sense? Yes, it does. But in order to do that, you have to believe about how things are, right? Because this is how it is. This is what it seems to be. Because in order to do that, you have to face that ability to know that. This is the way it kind of happens. So I know that you're seeing my face right now, and that's fine. But I'm just going to let you know about what's going to do when I'm going to clarify this. So I'm going to clarify the middle part about the strength, about you, Virgo, because I want to tell you about that. So you have the Eight of Pentacles reversed because there's no perfection. No. You have the Emperor reversed because there's no structure. No, there's not. But then you have the Ten of Swords because there's conclusions. Yeah, because you're in that ability to know that. You have to face your own ability to know that. You have to live and learn and know about your rights, your abilities to understand that. If you just keep going on this and you think that, oh, everything's fine, I know what to do, I'm trying to look for it. Well, that's what you can do. But in order to have your own dignity and your own worry and your own, relationships and all these things, you have to put things into that perspective in one way. Because in that note, this is just how it is. You have to put things into the right note. You have to pay attention to it. You have to do what you can, because in order to do that, everything has to be all great. It's not like, the greener side. It's not like where I'm going to do all this. A Virgo is a Virgo, and whether if it's a man Virgo or a woman Virgo, there are things that you're trying to remember and trying to have progress, and you have to put yourself into perspective, have that more formula of that way. You have to look at how things are. If this was a science, you have to look at the protons, the neutrons, the electrons, everything else, and everything has to be all great. You have to put that into that way of knowing what to do. Because this is just the way it goes. This is the way how things are. And knowing that this is just how it is, even that you can understand, is the way of knowing what to do. Because, this is what it seems to be. Because you have to look at this reading. Does this make sense to you? It probably does. Because in that way, you have to put that into perspective. So I can understand this, and the way the things are, you have to put that in writing. Maybe that could work. So let's see. So let me clarify this. The Ten of Wands reversed because there's no burdens. Obviously, there's no burdens, no. But then you have the Moon reversed because there's no illusions, nothing like that. So everything can be all great, but in that ability, you have to put that into perspective. So let's see what's going on for you, Virgo. Let's see. The devil's upright, yeah, because you're having obsession, you know, and when you have that, it's very crucial. Is the ability to understand that this is not a nitty-gritty situation. This is just how it goes, because you need to put that into perspective. Where, you know, if you are going to have this love and hate relationship, if you are going to be all having the same attention, you need to pay attention on who your friends are and who your enemies are. You know, you have to put things into that perspective. Maybe you need to clarify. Maybe you're going to be who's popular, you know. The thing is that you have to put that into perspective. That's all you can do. But this is what the reading is, and I hope that you like it. So, before I let you go, I'm gonna read you what this oracle card will say. This Aries oracle card. And you need to understand this, because this is what is sent for you. So let me read this to you. It says, the horse, trust your feelings. You know, that's all you can do, is trust your feelings. Because when you have that, you need to